2005 Dakar Rally. Time is of the essence. Every moment on your channel of champions. Sponsored by Total Quartz Lubricants.
The 27th running of the Dakar Rally continues. Last night, Patrick Zanaroli, who laid out the route, said that a tricky stage lay ahead. And it caught many people out. There were crashes all over the place. And mechanical problems as well. The reigning champion, Stefan Pederhansel, stopping with a puncture. Morocco beckoned yesterday. The first real stage on the Dakar proper after the token mileage done against the clock in Europe. Une voiture, one car. That was the lesson in the classrooms when the Dakar came through town.
Dakar आसिमा के सीने है ना issue है peace.
The children not only getting taught how to do the basics, but also having a chance to see the cars as they passed through right outside their classroom. It was a 123-kilometre stage yesterday, and then also a 421-kilometre road section to the bivouac in Agadir after the stage. Many of the latter runners, of course, running into problems with dust, but the Pro truck certainly didn't look as if it was having any speed abated. On board with Hans Becks, the former leader of the truck section a couple of days ago, whilst the Kamaz was jumping for joy. Vladimir Chigin having a good run. And as you can see, a narrow track, but these trucks, well, they just go off-road, literally. This tricky corner was catching many people out. They were overshooting. At least there weren't any trees to pile into. Wheels scrabbling for grip as the surface underneath was getting more and more slippery by the moment. Hans Becks even had time for a cigarette during the stage. Yes, that's right, during the stage. Passing was difficult, but at least it was made easier after the introduction of the Sentinel device that warns competitors that there is a car about to pass them from behind. Ran Arciero going through a shot there. A Baja 1000 runner out of California. Good to see him here on this year's Dakar. Now we're on board with Gerard de Roy. There is a Kamaz ahead. That is the only vehicle he has in his sights this year. That's the only one he really wants to beat. On board with this crew saying we should be coming up to a level crossing over a railway track soon. And they do, but there's a train coming. You can't believe it. There's a train coming, and just like the Tour de France you see on some of the stages in July, the whole rally has to come to a halt. Now, the service truck for Rally Arts crashed yesterday on a nasty corner with fortunately only minor injuries for one of the crew. The BMW X-Ray truck pulled them back onto their wheels. And then later that evening, the X-Ray crew was nominated for the Total Fair Play Award of the day. The crew received a €1,000 cheque for their kind efforts. So then, we move on from Agadir to Smara. We move from the heartland of Morocco further and further south, and just that little bit closer to Dakar. A road section of 240 kilometres before a 381 kilometre stage, before then going into Smara. Total kilometres today, 654.